Hi Matrix, welcome again. Today we are doing question 7 from paper 2 of 2017. Like all of the other past papers that we've done, and for paper 2, question 7 is a 3D paper. So we know what to expect when we get to question 7. Could be 6, could be question 8, but generally if we see this type of diagram, we know it's 3D trig, we can prepare, we need our sine rule, cos rule, area rule, and our basic trig ratios. If you've got the tools to do that, you're going to be able to do these questions. So let's go and have a look. So we've got a netball pole, and you've got players at X and Y, and we've got angles of elevation of D. And okay, so there's a player at D as well. Okay, so you've got 3 players at D, C, and E, and you've got a length BE, which is K. And they've asked you, question 7.1, to calculate the size of ABC. ABC. So they want this angle here, ABC. Well, that's easy. That's just a right angle. ABC is equal to 90 degrees. And that's because this is a flat surface. So it's a flat plane. Okay, so 7.2. Okay, so that was just a 1-mark question. 7.2 says, show that AC equals K tan Y over sine C. So they want AC. Okay. Oh, no, they want AC, not A. I want this one. Okay, so let's see, they've got K in here, and they've got tan Y. So in the solution, we need a tan Y, and Y is over here. So let's start just by getting tan Y. So we're working in the other triangle. So what I want to do is just, let's put that as green. And so tan Y is equal to opposite over adjacent. So AB over K. Okay, and then we see we've got sine X in there. So in the solution, so in these 2 triangles, so I'm going to do them in green. So that one in green. And then we'll do the other one in pink. You see we've got a common angle AB. So that is going to be what we use. So because we've got sine X in here, we can get AB by itself. And so let's get AB by itself. Because that is the thing that's linking the 2 triangles. So AB is equal to K times tan Y. Okay. And so now we know AB. And then the other thing in the solution is they want sine C. So let's get sine C. Sorry, sine X. Sine X is opposite over adjacent. So that's opposite over hypotenuse. So it's AB, which is the thing that's linking the triangles, over AC, which is the hypotenuse, and it also happens to be what we need. So let's get AC by itself. So AC equals, if it goes to the left, it goes to the top. Sine X goes to the bottom, so it'll become AB over sine x, and we see from here that AB is equal to k tan y. So AC equals k tan y over AC, over sine x, which is our answer. Okay, so that's 7.2 done. 7.3 says it is further given that DAC is equal to 2x DAC. Okay, so let's do that in yellow. So this is orange. So let's see if I'm going to see it better. 2x. And AD equals AC. AD equals AC. Okay, and they want the distance DC. Okay, so what we've got here is we know these two angles. And so we also know that because these are equal, that this angle here, there's two ways of doing this actually. The one is that, let's look in this triangle here, these two. So we're looking at the orange triangle. We've got a known angle 2x, and we've got two sides that we know are equal. And because we have AC, because we were asked to get AC in terms of x, and that's got to take 2k tan y, because AC and AD are the same, we could use the sine rule. Sorry, the cos rule, which is, I've shown it in some other videos. When you've got this rule here, when you've got that you know A and B and C, you can get this third angle using A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. And so you could substitute in 2x for the angle, and you could substitute in your k tan y sine x for B and C. So that's one way of doing it. I'm going to do a different way, because in the other videos I've done this. So I think that if you're looking to figure out how to do this, check out my memos from 2018 and 2019. But I'm going to try a different way. I'm going to use the sine rule in this. And it goes like this. These angles are equal. These two sides are equals, which means these are both equal. These angles are both equal. Which means this is 180 minus 2x over 2. Because these are both 180 minus 2x over 2. Because this is 2x, which means that these two together will be 180 minus 2x. And because they're the same, they're going to be both 180 minus 2x. So I'm going to start that, and then I'm going to use the sine rule. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so we know that DAC equals ACD. And that is angles opposite equal sides. Angles opposite equal sides. And therefore we know that DAC, not, sorry, ADC. So it's ACD and ADC. This is okay. ADC. Okay, I'm going to start writing a bit smaller actually. And therefore, ADC equals, because I want this one, because I'm going to use this one here and AC, because the trick here is when you ask to find these, it's usually you're using what you've already found in the previous questions. So I know that I'm going to be using side AC. So ADC is equal to 90 minus X. And that's sum of angles in triangle. Okay. Then I'm going to use the sine rule. So let's look at the sine rule quickly. So if you already know the sine rule, skip ahead. If not, stick around. So we've got A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. Okay, and this in a sine rule let's do a white triangle. Let's do it up here so that we've got space to do the question. So this could be A, B, and C, and that can be little a opposite little c opposite C, and little b. And so what we're looking for here is we're looking for one side and one angle that's equal. And then you need anything else. Because as long as you've got the opposite side and the opposite angle equal, so in here we're kind of looking for D and AC. Those are going to be our ones. And then we've got the A, which is 2x. So we've got that. And then we're kind of looking for BC, which in this case is DC. So you just need, when you're looking at sine rule, you need one side and one opposite angle. Whereas the cos rule, you're looking for two sides flanked by an angle. Here we're looking for a side opposite an angle. Okay, so we're going to say we're looking for DC. So let's write A, let's use A as DC. Because that's what we want to find. So DC over sine 2x is equal to, and then the other one I'm going to use is I'm going to use the one that I know. So AC over sine D. Okay, rather than say sine X, let me do this. Let me say sine sine A, sine DAC. DAC. and this was sine ADC, and then I'll put in the values. So DC is what we're trying to get, and we are looking, and we've got sine DAC, which is sine 90 minus x equals, and AC, which we figured out from the first one, was k tan y over sine x over, and then the sine DC, which is sine ADC. So this was sine 2x. This was sine 2x, and this one here is sine 90 minus x. Okay. Okay, now when we have a double angle formula, sine 2x, we know that sine 2x from our formula sheet is equal to, so let me put that up, I'll put it in yellow over here. So you're going to go to the formula sheet just at the top, and then sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x. Okay, looking back, it would have definitely been easier to do the cos rule, and I would have done it, but as I said, I wanted to do a sine rule just to do something a bit different. So this sine x becomes 2 sine x cos x. So because I'm running out of space, what I'm going to do is just replace it here with actually, now let me do it here. So we've got 2 sine x cos x equals so DC over 2 sine equals tan k tan y. Sine 90 minus x is cos x. So now let's take this to the bottom. We're going to take the sine x to the top. Okay, so this k tan y over sine x. So this sine x can go to the bottom. Because it's at the bottom of the top, it can go to the top of the bottom. So that can actually be, I'm going to change that to make it sine x cos x. So this sine x, which was at the bottom, the bottom of the top, just goes to the bottom. And so we'll just take this away. What I can do is then I can just times through by 2 sine x cos x to get DC by itself. So this I times by, I'm just going to write it on the side here like this. You would obviously have more space, 2 sine x cos x. And when you times the 2, because they're on the top and the bottom, this would then cancel with this, leaving us with 2. A little bit of a mess because we ran out of space. But DC is equal to, let's do this in white, the final answer. DC equals 2k tan y. Okay, so hopefully that helped you. And if you would like to see more memos and videos, please like and subscribe. I've got playlists with all of the memos from the paper so that you can do a full paper by yourself, and then you can look at the playlist and you can go through and you can pick out any questions that you had trouble with. And yeah, I've done videos for each question. So if you didn't have a problem with the question, you just can skip that video and go on to the next one. So yeah, as I said, please like and subscribe, and I will keep doing this and helping you out, especially when it comes to beginning of the exams when everyone starts to worry. Don't stress, I am here to help.